Hello and welcome to the weekend edition of National Focus. I'm Nisha Charles. Coming up, the Grenadian Prime Minister visits Dominica, wireless internet access for all schools, and 50 miles of Dominica's National Trail now open for hiking. Stay with us for details of these and other stories after this. Thanks for staying with us.
On behalf of the government and people of Grenada, and of course the peoples of the OECS family, I take this opportunity to express the greatest sympathy to the people of Dominica and to say that your brothers and sisters will be holding your hand as you recover from this disaster that we now face.
The Honorable Prime Minister of Grenada and Chairman of the OECS, Dr. Keith Mitchell, addressing a press conference on Friday. The Grenadian Prime Minister, along with the OECS Director General, Dr. Didicus Joes, visited Dominica on Friday. There they were joined by the Dominica leader as well as the Honorable Minister for Foreign Affairs, Francine Barron, and her Permanent Secretary, Corinne Prevost, to get a first-hand look at the devastation caused by Tropical Storm Erica. With the experience of Hurricane Ivan in 2004, the Grenadian Prime Minister is well aware of the long road to recovery after such a disaster. He pledged his continued support in the recovery efforts.
I got up on the morning of 2004, in September, and when I looked around and I saw a whole country on the ground, I don't think anyone wants to ever have that feeling. So I know how it feels. So Grenadians as a whole understand what is taking place in Dominica. And that is why Prime Minister and members of the press, that I'm sure you've heard, there's been a lot of initiative. Not just by the government, but by the people themselves. Grenadians in Toronto and Montreal, and the Prime Minister, you heard this. Without we asking them, not the politician, people in their own right, because they know and experience what it is to be flattened. They came forward and have been coming forward.
The Dominica leader thanked the Grenadian Prime Minister for his support.
There has always been a very strong bond of friendship and special love between Dominica and Grenada, and the people of Grenada demonstrated that after the passage of Tropical Storm Erica, and they continue to do so. So I really want to thank publicly on behalf of the people of Dominica, the generosity of the Prime Minister and the people of Grenada during these difficult times.
The Grenadian Prime Minister also visited the Salisbury constituency, where he met residents of Collyho and Coolibistry, as well as caretaker Nichols Esprit and Parliament representative for the area, Hector John. A visit was also made to Petro-Carib alongside the Honorable Minister for National Security, Reuben Blackmore, and Dominica's Ambassador to CARICOM, Felix Gregoire. Grenada will host a special day of artistic performances in support of Dominica's relief efforts on November 7th. As promised, secondary schools across Dominica are continuing to receive their tablets on the government's One Tablet Per Child initiative. The Ministry of Education is also working to ensure that all secondary schools on the island have access to wireless internet service. At the official launch of the One Tablet Per Child initiative in Grand Bay last week, GIS News spoke with Director of Telecommunications, Bennett Thomas, about schools' Wi-Fi access.
Most of the schools already have Wi-Fi, but what we are doing in a bigger program is to have a national broadband infrastructure. In the meantime, the tablets will be used where, from the information that we have, nearly every secondary school on the island already have some form of Wi-Fi access. So there has to be a proper coordination of it, proper management of it, but yes, they will be able to use it.
On Thursday, secondary school students in Portsmouth and environs received their tablets following a handing over ceremony on the grounds of the Portsmouth Secondary School. Principal of the PSS, Ronald Austrie, told students to tap into online tutoring to help them further grasp the lessons being taught in the classroom.
Students, technology also enables you to access various modalities of teaching and learning. Some of you learn better through discovery, others learn better through investigations. But the internet and the virtual classroom also caters to persons who are visual learners, those who are auditory learners, and it even caters to those who are kinesthetic in nature. So, my advice to you is to use your tablets when they are issued to you as a research tool so that you can access and download information which is relevant to any subject.
So far, about 2,000 tablets have been distributed. More schools are scheduled to receive their devices in the coming week. In other news, with the recent revitalization of plastic recycling initiative, the question of collecting these plastic materials comes into play. Partners in the initiative are assuring the public that the materials will be collected on time and recycled.
We're saying to people to place the bags, the plastics or the containers as close to the main road as possible. Number of times we ask people to place waste up in a certain area, and other people complain that it's too close to the environment or the area of the homes because people continue to deface and place garbage there on times that are not days and times for collection of that type of item. So we're saying to them on that particular day, we call it the plastic zone day, plastic collection day. We'll announce it, just place it on this time, and we'll ensure, as I said, ensure that the trucks are in your area to collect those plastics, and don't place it before or after the time or after the day. If we say the collection is on Saturday, don't place it there on Sunday because it will remain there for the next whole month again. So just comply with us, just be on board with us, just ensure that you follow the rules that you're placing before you. To place your plastic bags or plastic containers out on those days and times that we mentioned.
The public education officer says there is a systematic approach to collecting these materials.
We are happy to say that on Saturday, the 10th, this coming Saturday, we'll be in the Granby area, Granby, Pichler, Dubic, Font Saint-Jean, Tetmont area. We'll be there from 9 o'clock in the morning, and we're asking people to place their waste out, their plastic, all types of plastics out in plastic bags or containers, so that the trucks plying those various routes will be able to collect those plastics. In Coliho, Colibistri, Monrachet, Bioche, Dublin will be on the 17th, that is next Saturday. Preceding this Saturday. On the 24th, we'll be in Massac, St. Joe, Meru, and Jimit. And on the 31st, we'll be in Wesley, Marigot, Woodfall Hill, Calibishi area, and Benz. And in Portsmouth, we'll be there on early November, the 7th. We'll be in Portsmouth, ensuring that we remove all plastics, not only plastic bottles, but bags and other containers from the environment.
Environmental Officer at the Environmental Coordinating Unit with responsibility for public awareness, Jaizai Benoit, says the unit's role in all of this is primarily education.
We'll be going into the schools for our Sustainable Development Education program. We'll be visiting at least 5 schools over the next 6 weeks so that we can educate them thoroughly in terms of how they can participate and engage the school in collection within the school environment. Also, we'll be collaborating with community organizations, particularly in partnership with the National Youth Council, our respective district youth councils, our environmental clubs, to facilitate collection within their respective areas, and then try to synchronize that with our collection plan. So that's where the ECU will come in terms of keeping a lot of awareness ongoing. We'll also be developing several public service announcements, again engaging different stakeholder groups, not only the young persons, but women in particular. Women in many instances, based on our statistics, we see that many households in Dominica are led by women. So getting that consciousness among our women, you know, that if they can manage their waste a little better, it can have a positive impact on the environment and their quality of life.
In more news, in response to the major crisis within the agriculture industry as a result of Tropical Storm Erica, the government of Dominica is holding a national symposium under the theme, A Dialogue on Agriculture, a Post-Erica Strategy. GIS News spoke with Director of Agriculture, Ricky Brumant, who explained the intended purpose of the symposium.
Tropical Storm Erica have done substantial damage to the country and substantial damage to the agricultural sector. And so we are at Ansdime on the 13th going to tell the nation at this most opportune time the intention of government, but not only the intention of government and the intention of the Ministry of Agriculture, but to hear as well from our clients, our farmers, and all other stakeholders involved in the agricultural sector.
Bruman says another focus of the symposium is to discuss good agricultural practices.
Like anything else, ERICA is like a turning point for agriculture for sure. And so we are at the crossroads where important planning is the order of the day, setting the right agenda, ensuring that we have a good outlook on that sector. Because essentially, agriculture continues to provide for the country a number of things. Food on our tables, incomes, employment. It helps alleviate poverty, and so as well as bringing significant foreign exchange to our economy. And so we are on that day going to discuss overall the intentions of government, but to hear from our players as well, other players, what needs to be done for the sector to ensure that business is done right, and to ensure that we achieve on our set goals and objectives, and to ensure that Dominica develops as it should be, as benefiting from the agricultural sector.
The symposium is set to be held at the Atlantic View Hotel on Tuesday, October 13th. You're watching National Focus. More when we come back.
Wash your hands. I am Adora Tuse, health educator from the Ministry of Health. Proper hand washing protects against the spread of many common illnesses and germs. Wash your hands often with soap and water, or you may use a hand sanitizer. Remember, clean hands save lives. Protect yourself.
A message from the Health Promotion of the Ministry of Health.
Welcome back. 50 miles of the White-Kubli National Trail is now open to the general public and visitors alike. The Discover Dominica Authority, in collaboration with the Forestry Division, has concluded that segments 3, 4, 6, 11, 12, 13 and 14 of the White-Kubli National Trail are now open. The Caribbean's longest walking trail was severely impacted by the passage of Tropical Storm Erica last month, which caused obstructions and infrastructural damage. The Director of Tourism, Colin Piper, is pleased to announce to hikers that they are welcome to enjoy these segments as well as other sites which are now open.
We are encouraging people who come to visit Dominica, and locals as well, who are thrill seekers and go out, to make sure that they satisfy themselves that the trail is in fact open, and they can do that by looking at the forestry's website or following their Facebook page. So we have sent out an announcement to the wider public, the regional, international press, as well as consumers out there, that if they do come to Dominica, they can still participate in some of their favorite hiking activities, but just that they should be cautioned about which trails that they do in fact traverse.
The Boiling Lake is open to hike with caution.
Similarly, we know that we have had some reports both from the forestry and from some of the prominent tour guides that make a living on the Boiling Lake, that trail in and of itself has some new and different twists, and it is encouraged that people utilize the services of a tour guide. In this present time, we are aware of the fact that forestry is trying to mobilize the resources, financial and manpower as well, to take care of one or two particularly tricky areas. But I have had a conversation with at least 2 tour guides who have done the trail, and they encourage the use of tour guides. And they say that it is still traversable, but caution. We need to utilize caution in doing so.
Other popular attractions which involve some level of hiking are now accessible and operational. These include Middleham Falls, Freshwater Lake, L'Escalier Tête-Chien, Cabritz National Park, and Syndicate Nature Trail. The Forestry Division will continue to assess the island's hiking trails and provide updates once these assessments have been made. And before we leave, here are some announcements. Residents of Petite Savannah advised that they can collect their mail at the General Post Office in Roseau. This measure will be in place until they are permanently relocated, if there is a change of address to their current location, or if they purchase a post office box. Mail will only be delivered upon proper proof of identification. Registration is now open for the January 2016 CSEC examinations. Private candidates wishing to register for this examination can now do so at the CXC Local Registrar's Office, the Ministry of Education and Human Resource Development, or the Science and Technology Building on Cornwall Street during normal office hours. Private candidates are required to have their last registration or candidate number and a pictorial ID for registration. Registration closes on October 15th. The Bureau of Gender Affairs has extended its submission deadline for its drawing competition and photo-video art competition to November 15th, 2015. The theme is Stop That Violence. The competition is open to all primary school students, and the photo-video art competition is open to all. Monetary prizes will range from $75 to $500 EC. For more information, you can find the poster for the competition under the announcements page of our GIS website, news.gov.dm. Winning drawings will be selected between November 15th and November 20th, 2015, and the names of the winners will be made public during an informal recognition ceremony on November 25th, 2015, which is the International Day for the Elimination of Violence Against Women and Girls. The winning pieces will also be developed into a poster or posters and bumper stickers and uploaded to the Bureau's Facebook page, which will help with awareness raising and sensitization on the issue of violence against women and girls. And that's the English news. McPherson St. Luce is next with the Creole highlights.
Alors tout le monde, bienvenue à cette nouvelle en créole. Non moins, c'est McPherson St. Luce. Premièrement, ça fait purification pays qui tape attention à le 4 novembre l'année là. Parole ça là sorti du ministère culture, honorable Justin Charles.
Nous ça 4 novembre de 3 années nous te fait clean up and beautification après ça nous commencer faire travail concrete ranger chimie faire wall c'est bien ça là l'année ça là because country a affecté hot storm là et nous ça votre côté affecté et débris sale bois sable tout c'est bien ça là nous ca dit l'année ça là nous que nettoyer nous qu'à nettoyer so nous commander tout Dominicien pour sortir même si vous pas affecté hot storm là ou ça still aller planter fleurs nettoyer les communes because nous les mener Dominique vie cointé Dominique c'est still nature isle of the Caribbean so nous les continue to promote ça so nous commander monde pour sortir avec travail nous ni monde qui aider nous ni monde qui sorti l'autre pays venir aider nous après storm là nous mêmes za travail nous ca continuer travail mais nous pas ça stop tout temps nous pas satisfaire nous en place la vie qu'on était.
La nouvelle, l'argent du Canada a porté par Dominique pour assister habitants et puis cultivation patate blanc, que ban habitants plus confiance. Canada fait donation $50,000 l'argent qui a servi pour poursuivre Dar es Salaam. Quand même si le ministère agriculture, honorable Johnson Drago, le gouvernement a continué à supporter habitants.
Le plus important, l'argent c'est pour mener confiance pas planter nous. Confiance pas planter nous. Nous déjà capables pas planter faire savent qui nous que supporter yo pour pousser l'industrie à devant, industrie point bon coup le battre pour de la rivière avec l'eau et ni planter qui perd toute ça yo tenir et ni planter la glo pas laver plan yo fallement de jardin yo et nous les bas c'est habitants si porte là yo besoin parce que nous ni savoir couiller traditional market qui nous obligé à manger au Dominique because c'est manger Dominique parce que manger Dominique c'est bon qualité.
En autre nouvelle, Social Security Dominique a collaboré et puis l'Office national East Caribbean Central Bank pour observer le mois financier l'année 2015. Organisation là a avisé moun autant avait manier pour manager l'argent. Monsieur Augustus Etienne, c'est député directeur Social Security Dominique.
Nous n'avons pas de monde qui travaille, qui a touché l'argent. Avec yo pas toujours manager l'argent bien. Comme ça, c'est type là nous les pendant le mois d'octobre, c'est pour adresser cette ébité pour yo ça. Channel en l'idée yo là yo ka délivrer l'argent. Spécialement pour les gens qui travaillent pour self-employed moun, Social Security l'entrée c'est moun ça, nous kan encourager pour participer à un programme là pour mettre tiser l'argent, tirer l'argent à six côtés par yo ka travail. Pour ça taper bénéfice là yo passe à travailler encore. Comme ça nous kan encourager pour yo ça chaîne record yo bien, mettez record yo en ordre, qui valait l'argent qu'on faire, qui valait l'argent qu'on dépenser. Pour ça faire ça, si qu'on fait un profit, si qu'on fait un perdante, et pour ça savent manager l'argent enfin, parce que ça veut l'argent qui a fluctué, les habitants plus bon passer les autres temps, quand ça les habitants bon, ou pas aller dépenser tout l'argent là ou fait là, ou arrêter pour les pas tellement bien comme ça, les bon ou qu'il y a assez pour make-up pour les pas tellement bien plus tard.
Et bien finalement, le ministre de la Santé bien concerné contre des maladies, spécialement quand nous sortons expérience cool temps Erika. Parole celle-là sortie au permanent secrétaire ministre de la Santé, Hélène Roy.
Si vous travaillez puis mon santé en district et puis on a besoin de assistance, nous ça aider ou nous qui aider ou. On l'autre bagaille comme on dit c'est bagaille contre dengue et puis chikungunya, nous savons ça c'est maladie qui en Dominique, nous souffre presque tout temps cyclone, ça c'est maladie nous taper c'est dengue, nous déjà si temps qui passé nous déjà ni la mort dengue puis leptospirosis, ça pas bagaille neuf pour nous, ça c'est bagaille nous coutume puis nous coutume gombe mais nous ça va présenter plus parce que nous tenons plus dommage et puis plus dommage c'est plus problème so nous demander tout le monde Dominique nous savons tout le monde d'autres pays qui aider nous comptons pour assistance là nous taper d'autres pays.
Messieurs mesdames, ça c'est tout pour nouvelle en créole pour à présent. Non moins c'est McPherson St. Luce. Un bon week-end. Au revoir.
Coming up next, how to make positive thinking easier. Positive thinking can lead to a lot of positive changes in your life. Here are a few tips to get you started. Spend time with positive people. Their positivity will rub off on you. Read positive and inspirational material. It can be a great way to start and end your day. And consider a daily gratitude list. And that's all for this edition of National Focus. We always welcome your suggestions and comments. Drop us an email at gis@dominica.gov.dm or visit our website news.gov.dm. Like our Facebook page, facebook.com/GIS News Dominica, and follow our Twitter at GIS Dominica. You can also catch up on past National Focus newscasts on our GIS Dominica YouTube channel. From all of us here on the GIS News production team, I'm Nisha Charles. Thanks for watching and do have a pleasant weekend.